gamers, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, Addicted Gaming Geek. I'm your host, the Addicted Gamer. So Overwatch has finally released its new promotion called Overwatch UPRISING. And with it comes an insight into what happened in Overwatch 7 years ago. Now this for me is what makes Overwatch quite unique within the genre of first-person shooter games, because Blizzard are actually attempting to give the game some basis, some narrative, some story, which makes it much more unique, because essentially what players are going to do, they're going to invest emotionally in the character's development, in the character stories, which makes Overwatch so addictive in nature. So what is the background story of Overwatch? Well, essentially, approximately 30 years into the future, humankind, as always, manages to develop artificial intelligence, which is more commonly known as AI, and they develop a race of robots called Omnics. These Omnics are manufactured in large artificial intelligence factories called Omniums. And essentially what happens is the Omnics and the Omniums become so commonplace, so standardized across the globe, that for a while humans believed they were living in a golden era of human existence. Unfortunately, this was short-lived. For unknown reasons, the Omniums worldwide decided to go rogue, and they began manufacturing militarized robots, which Bastion is one of them, and war broke out. Thus began the Omnic crisis. Humans being taken completely aback by this unexpected attack. They had no proper countermeasures in place because they were living in a time of peace, and obviously desperate to stop the war, they decided to put together an international task force, obviously to battle the Omnic threat. This team became known as Overwatch. Its original 5 key members were Gabriel Regis, which is known as Reaper, John Jack Morrison, 76, Reinhard Wilhelm, Torbjorn Lindhorn, and Anna Amari. The initial Overwatch team fought the Omnic for many years and eventually managed to put an end to the war, and finally the humans and Omnics had world peace once again. So the story which you guys are about to see is taken directly from the events I've just described to 7 years ago when the Omnic uprising started again. So the peace that the original Overwatch team managed to secure was not sustained, and now we take the events which lead from that moment in time. So with the release of Overwatch Uprising, our main characters, our main protagonists that take part on the Uprising get a Commander Strike Force Morrison's themed alternative skins. Torbjorn also gets an orange alternative one to the blue one, as you can see here. I prefer the orange to the blue one, to be honest. They're not legendary skins, so they're not meant to be all inspiring as the Blackwatch assets, which we'll see right now when we get to them. So Mercy in this one has her hair down instead of a ponytail. So we have Widow now with an alternative Blackwatch skin, McCree, and my favorite, Genji. I mean, this skin is totally awesome. I'm not a Genji main, but I think I'm gonna have to reconsider that. And obviously Bastion and Orisa get a Omnic style themed skin, which is pretty cool. Diva gets a new highlight intro, and we move straight into the first cinematic sequence, which explains the events leading to Uprising.
We were no closer to living together in peace. The building of a new home for the Omnics in London was supposed to be the first step in improving human-robot relations. But it never had a chance. The Omnic extremist group, Null Sector, launched a surprise attack on King's Row. Hundreds were killed, and thousands more were displaced as they took control. Now, they are hunting down the last of the survivors. It could be the beginning of a new war between humans and Omnics. Unless we can stop them. Commander Morrison has sent our strike team to liberate the city. It's my first mission, and the only way to save my home. I hope we're not too late.
This is Morrison. London has been attacked. King's Row has fallen. We're on the brink of open war.
Hundreds are dead and thousands injured.
Team, it's up to you. Lieutenant Wilhelm reporting. We will not let you down, Commander.
We will save who we can.
Blackwatch assets report heavy fortifications in the area. They have complete tactical control.
You leave that to me. I've got something special planned.
Strike team, we're counting on you. And keep the rookies safe.
You can count on me, sir.
Watch your back!
Moving the payload!
Push forward. You got it.
Okay gamers, so enough history lesson on the background story of Overwatch. Let's try Uprising for the very first time. I've decided to go hard even though I'm not sure exactly how to play, because normal I think is gonna give me a wrong impression.
Mission is to liberate King's Row.
Yeah, I'll go for Mercy. She's my main after all, so if I'm gonna mess up, rather have Mercy to get me out of trouble. Anyone except Tracer, really, I would have felt relatively comfortable, but I'll go for Mercy, she's my main. So, King's Row Uprising. Let's see. So I'm gonna stay close to Tracer. She can lead the way, she seems to know where she's going. So the Omnics are attacking. We've been called in by Strike Force Commander Morrison to put, or to protect the civilians, and Amara is also on comms. Okay.
Here we go.
So okay. So we still okay. So we need to protect the objective for until it reaches 100%. That's relatively familiar. Okay. Doesn't seem to be too intense right now. Don't seem to be. So if we leave the objective zone, it goes red. So there needs to be a presence inside constantly. Okay.
Let me get you patched up.
Nothing to worry about.
Who said I was worried?
You forgot to tie your shoe.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, she's dead. So what do I do now? Press X, okay. Reviving. Okay. So it's very similar to other games that you play in a group of 4. For close, but I mean it's reminded me of Gears of War, where you play 4. A second, it's hard to talk and concentrate at the same time. So yeah, Gears of War, you're playing a 4-player team for those that don't know this, and you know, you go through the story and you play against the AI, and every time one of the teammates dies, you can actually go close to him and revive him. If you don't revive him within the time frame, he's actually dead, and you cannot use him for that mission anymore. I wonder if I would have failed to revive Tracer if she would have been sort of excluded from this game. Probably, that would be my guess. So got a bit confused there. Okay, so we got the first objective. So another objective. So what are we supposed to do? Go from objective to objective, protecting them until we, I suppose, eradicate the Omnic's presence within King's Row, I guess. Okay, so this seems a bit harder. They're attacking on no grounds, back and front. It's different, I would say that. Right now, it seems like a cool idea. Still not particularly warmed up to it. Maybe because the Omnic threat is not that intense. Maybe I should play on a harder difficulty. We'll see.
Well done. Maintaining connection. You should be at peak performance.
I suppose I'm playing Mercy. I'm also getting a distorted perspective of the game because I'm not even front lines. Maybe if it was Reinhardt, it would have been cooler, killing all the Omnics like hack and slash. I mean, the players seem to be taking damage, so maybe I spoke out of turn. Reinhardt, that was close. So yeah, so we managed to take the second objective relatively quickly. That's cool. Okay, so there's 3 objectives, we have 2. So what, after we get the third one, do we win? If we win, it's a relatively easy game then, and a bit boring to be honest. Let's see what happens after we protect this objective.
Let's get you back out there. I've got it. Where does it hurt? Shout, catch them.
There's no one in the objective though. Someone there now. I think Toby went back. But it's really cool what Blizzard are doing. You know, all the themed Christmases, Easters, all the promotions they're doing. You know, revamping the maps. So now obviously they've chosen King's Row and they've decided to, as you already know, do the theme of the next Uprising, and they've changed King's Row to reflect that, which is, like I say, it's really awesome. Keeps me really interested in this game. To be honest, I think if this would have been just a stereotypical FPS, I probably, considering my short attention span, I would have given up a long time ago. But it keeps me interested. Between quick play, between all the different promotions, between comp, which I don't play that much, but I do every now and again. It really keeps me wanting to come back, which is, you know, great for the developers and great for the gamers. Okay, so we've managed to get the objective, and from what I can see, now we need to protect the payload. So I'm guessing if we protect the payload after 4 minutes, we'll get to escort it as a stereotypical game all the way up to the end of King's Row, I guess, which will be cool. Okay, so they're attacking from the right and from the left. Okay, so I guess I'll stick with Reinhardt for now. Team seems to be doing great so far. I guess if we win, I'll try with harder difficulty. What came after hard? Was it epic or legendary? I think it was epic and then legendary.
There we go. See? Like I said, it just needed a moment to get warmed up.
So it's ready to move out?
Not quite yet.
I should have known.
Okay, so everyone has their ultis, that's good. So that's a massive Omnix. Is that a bomb? Anyway, whatever it was, we destroyed it in time. Well, there's another one there. How to say, seems to be... Whoa. Oh my god, are we gonna die? So Tracer seems to have what? Been killed? Or she left the game? It's just us 3 now? I'll have to look at that closer next time. To be honest, I didn't even realize she was damaged. I feel kind of guilty that I didn't heal her. But to be honest, I tend to give priority to the tanks and to Torbjorn in this scenario. She can come to me for heals. Anyway, let's focus on winning. So the difficulty has gone from hard to legendary or epic now, because we are 3 against the onslaught of Omix, which was supposed to cater for 4 of us. I don't know if this is gonna be a massacre or a legendary conquest for the players. Hopefully we'll be able to secure the payload and win, just us 3. It'll be very cool if we do. Okay, I just realized. I'm so focused in the game, I've just realized that the payload is actually taking damage. So we need to kill the Omnics relatively quickly. Oh my god. There you go. Die, Bastion, die! Team seems to be holding their own. Had to res them twice, but that's what I'm here for. And we have at least half health still in the payload. Should be able to do this. Gonna go to Ryan to heal him, he's about to fall. Lucky I had my res there. Wow, Bastion is there too, haven't even realised. It's gonna be hard to take. Hopefully, whoa. Survived for long enough. Let's see what happens. Whoa, 2 down. Oh, that was lucky. Died a second before we got the payload. Awesome. Just need to be a bit more mindful. I cannot die again. If I die, the team will probably die, especially that we're just free. So I need to be giving them constant heals. Even more so. So then we have to push this weird version of the payload. And I hear Bastion somewhere. And they're attacking us from behind too. Gonna take refuge in the house here. We seem to be doing okay. I'm tempted to take out my gun and start killing, but because we're just free, I'm very concerned that if I mess up killing a couple of Omnics, those couple of vital heals would mean life or death for the players. So I'm not gonna even risk it. Reinhardt seems to be playing really well, as well as Torbjorn. So if I manage to do my part, we should be able to take this. He ulted, maybe shouldn't have ulted there. There wasn't too many enemies. Anyway. Bastion somewhere. Where's Bastion? I cannot see him. Whoa, where is he? Behind me? He's in front. Seems to be in front, shooting Reinhardt's shield. Was it too taken down? Yeah, cool. He was in front. So we nearly get into the objective, or at least that's what happens when you play the normal game. Man, another Bastion. Whew, it's intense. I've got my ult, so I need to be careful not to overexpose myself. I'd rather that they die, and then I can res them, and then I can heal them from a better position. I don't want to get too close to the danger. Whoa, Bastion on my left, run, hide, hide. Maybe I should have told them that. I had no choice, it was in front of me. Just Bastion's still alive from his shots. Where is he? I need to be careful not to get dead. Not to die, but he's dead. Okay. So, as long as they're in front, this is gonna be intense. Not sure we're gonna be able to do this. we seem to be doing okay. So we got to the objective. The door's open now then. Not sure what's happening. So we still need to defend the objective. Seems to... yeah, that seems to be the case. Ah no, okay. So we have 6 minutes to get to the other side. And what's the payload? Okay, so the payload was a bomb then. Okay, so we brought the payload here, we blew it up, we opened the door, and now we need to clear enemies, I suppose. Yep. And I see a couple of Arisas there. Yeah, and a Bastion on the right. Yeah. Okay, so keep with Reinhardt then. Okay. So now we need to have to kill Arisa then, or whatever the equivalent of a name. I don't remember. Standard droid. So we have enough time, 5 minutes. If we play it cool and kill one at a time, we should be able to do this. So Maurice is still there. I know Omnix is still alive. I'm really enjoying this game so far. It's really taken off, and it's really it's more than what initially I assumed it was going to be. So 2 targets left. So what does this mean? 2 Omnix or 2 Risa and Bastion? So there's definitely a Bastion there. He's using his ult. Need to be careful. I have my ult, cannot die. Right hand is down. I'll res him rather than getting too close, and because if I get close to him and I try to revive him, I'll probably die. So I'd rather res him. So we have just 1 Bastion and we have 3. Should be okay. I know the small mix, okay. So like reinforcements. Remember guys, we're playing with 3 players. Still not sure if Tracer left or if we failed to revive her and as a consequence she was booted from the game. Maybe so. I will need to check the video afterwards. So I'm gonna go up through here, as I usually do quickly anyway. Give myself a vantage position away from the danger but giving constant heals. And no, I need to go in. Bastion is ulting. Hopefully he'll ignore me here. Damn. And I don't have my ult. I think we need to go back and regroup. Okay. Should I wait or should I ult? I think I'm gonna have to ult. No, we're gonna be 2 against 1. We're gonna lose for sure. Yeah, awesome. Where's Bastion? Oh, he's behind me. Okay, so what's the plan then? Orisa's still there. Yeah, Omnix. And it's a Bastion, okay. And Orisa's on the right. That bloody turret, man. We're gonna ignore him. Priority is Bastion, okay. Got my ult. Where's another one? My god. Awesome. Achievement unlocked. Mission complete. Cool. So yeah, I definitely give my thumbs up to this promotion. Really cool. Cool skins. Cool mode. Great game to my fellow Reinhardt player. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Something different. It was hard mode and with 3 players, Tracer left. Like I said, I don't know why yet, but it was different. It was interesting. Taking a reimagination of the game. So yeah, and it's available until the 1st of May. So I'll probably try to complete it in Epic next. So yeah, highly recommended, gamers. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching. See you next time.